everyone, in this video you will learn how to build an automated client onboarding system. And this lesson is a part of my Zapier masterclass. So if you want to learn Zapier from start to finish, build very sophisticated automations, and also unlock other courses such as Notion, Midjourney, and more, you can go ahead and check the link that I will put in the description of this video. With all that being said, let's get into the material. So definitely Zapier is very popular in the work environment. And this is from that we can actually get rid of the tedious tasks, so automate a lot of things, and overall connect Zapier with a lot of different applications. One of them is definitely Asana. So this is the project management tool that allows us, as it says, to manage the projects, assign the project to the specific person, actually set the time to accomplish the task, so overall just work with other people within our company, for example. And in this video, I will show you the use case that will contain this one tool. So we'll be creating the client onboarding workflow. And now let me show you very quickly what it should do and what is inside. So firstly, we trigger this action whenever we get the new contact inside of the Salesforce. So here, whenever the new contact is added, we trigger this automation. Afterwards, we send the Slack message to our team that hey, we've got the new client onboarded. There we provide the client's information, which is the name and phone number or even title of the product. And that's pretty everything. After sending the channel message to our team, we use the formatter by Zapier to actually calculate the time which is needed to perform the task. So there we add 24 hours to the date and when the contact was created. Then we create the task with an Asana. So we notify our team that hey, the client appeared, and for instance, please send to this client an email. So there we just choose our random use case, so the task we would like to apply. For this case, it is send welcome email to the client, and we set the due at date, which we formatted with the formatter by Zapier. And at the end, we send the channel message to our team that onboarding is completed. And this is pretty everything inside of this automation. Also remember, in the resources of this material, you've got the PDF with the exact instructions how to do this automation. So even if you would like to practice your knowledge and actually create the automation by yourself, you can download this PDF and follow it. Or even if you didn't find my explanations very clear, you can also take this file, read it, and better understand the entire topic and the automation. With that being said, we can go ahead and create our automation from scratch. So first things first, we need to choose the trigger, which will be for this case the CRM platform. I've got the Salesforce, you can use the HubSpot, so the choice is yours. I can pick the trigger event, which will be for my case the new contact added in my account. So here I can choose a new contact, click on the continue, and simply test the trigger. We can choose the sample record, and it was pretty much the first one step in our automation. Next, what we can do? We can go over with the Slack, where we would like to send a message to our team that hey, the new client is here. So I can go over ahead, choose the action event, which will be for my case send channel message, click on the configure, and there provide my channel, which will be simply for that case customer service. And here the thing I need to do is to provide the right message. So yeah, the proper message should contain the client's name and the phone number and the service in which the client is interested in. So here I've got the following data: new client onboarded. I can go over right here and provide a name, the phone number, and the service. So let me find the service. We've got it in the title, so online consultation. And yes, this is pretty much everything. We can go over ahead, click on the continue, and right there test the step. So the second one step is accomplished. And now it's the right time to actually format our date with the Zapier formatter to afterwards set the due date. so the time needed to accomplish the task inside of the Asana. For this case, what we can do? We can go over with the formatter by Zapier and add 24 hours to the date when the new contact was created. So by this way, whenever a new contact is created, we'll add the 24 hours, we'll create the task in the Asana with the time to accomplish 24 hours. So let me show you how it will work. I can go ahead, pick the date and time, click on the continue, pick the transform. For this case, we'll use the add and subtract time. So here, we would like to pick the input, which will be from our Salesforce. We should have the created date. For this case, this is this one. And here we can go over with the expression, which will be the plus 24 hours. So for this case, to this date, we would like to add the 24 hours. And afterwards, just set this time, so this date exactly inside of the Asana. We can go ahead, pick the format, click on the continue, test the step. So we've got the next one day, so 24 hours later. And now it's the perfect time to pick our tool, which will be Asana, to actually create the new task. For this case, in the action event, we can create the task. We can click on the continue, and afterwards just choose our options. So our workspace, our project, where we would like to create the task, which will be the onboarding workflow. We can use our date formatted with the Zapier, and there set the due at date and time. For this case, I can go ahead here and right now specify this one date. Also, we should go over to the description and just give some little data about the customer. So, clients information, and here the name and even the phone number. So it will be pretty much. We just wanna give some little information about our customer. For this case, I can go ahead and specify the name and the phone number of this person. So I can go over here and provide this data. So we've got everything. We've got the workspace project, due at, so date and time, and here some little description for our team about a customer. We can click on the continue, test the step, and right now go over ahead to the last one step, which will be the Slack message again, that the onboarding is completed. For this case, again, we can send the channel message. Go over ahead here, provide our channel message, so we can include. The onboarding process is completed for, and only provide the name of the person. So we'll send this message. Afterwards, everything is done. So the onboarding process. We can click on the continue, test the step. Yes, so it worked. And now we can go over ahead, publish the Zap, and test it out in the action. So firstly, let me go actually and add the new contact in the CRM application, which is for my case the Salesforce. For this case, I would like to go over with the John King. Let's go ahead and provide the title, which will be maybe Mid-Journey course. Provide a phone number for this case. We can go over ahead, save this data, and see if our automation worked. So let's go over here, and yes, our contact was created. Yeah, so definitely it worked. We've got the first one action, which is the Slack message, new client onboarded, and we've got the client name, the phone service, and later we've got the onboarding process is completed for John King. And now we can go over ahead to the Asana and see if it created for us a task. So yes, it created for us a task. So it set the due date, which is tomorrow, so it is ahead 24 hours from the time when we created our contact. However, the issue here is that we don't have the task name right here. So in this step, I forgot to add the name of the task, which is send an email to the customer. So now it should work perfectly. Also, additionally, what I can do, I can add the assignee, so the person which will be doing the task. I can go over to the continue, again publish it, and try it out. So right here I've got this data, so Jerry Robertson, the mobile phone, the email, and the title. I can go ahead save it. So yes, we've got 2 messages in the Slack. So here everything works perfectly. Let's go ahead to the Asana. And there also the entire data is definitely correct. So we've got our task name, due date, and also assignee, so the person who is working on the task. So we successfully created our automation from start to finish.